Steve Richardson, number 108.
Kate Zambon, 116.
I'm Dennis Bucket from Gleason, Wisconsin, and I'm number 121.
Casey Rasinger, number 125.
My name is Brian Peckel, and I'm number 115.
My name is Mickey Bird.
Chris Drees.
Grace Bologna.
Jermaine Sadowski.
Is Tony Jones.
Jamie Shennick.
Angel.
Sandy Pilch.
Mark Ritchie.
Matt Thompson.
Steve DeClue.
Nathan Nuskovich.
Ben Simon. Carlene Gillard.
Peggy Ely.
Jeff Forsyth.
Where's the Bologna family?
In late August, the Rhinelander Area Destination Marketing Committee put out a call for authentic Hodag country storytellers. Plenty of ready-for-the-camera characters from the Rhinelander area and beyond showed up to audition for a chance to star in TV and print ads for the 2007 marketing campaign. Each enthusiastic participant told their very best Hodag story and then read a script in front of the Hodag camera crew. It was a full day of stories, tall tales, and absolutely unique performances.
It was like this. I was downtown on the corner of Brown and Davenport Street singing with my barbershop quartet. We were just finishing up a great version of Sweet Adeline, and I looked over and Tom was gone. He was just plain gone. And there was this big green thing singing Tom's part. I think it was a Hodag. He sang good bass though.
All right, now, don't ever let anybody tell you that Hodags aren't real, because I was out in the woods just a little bit ago. And I was out with my dad, and we're walking along in the woods, and I hear this crunch of snapping the twigs behind me, and my dad turns around and goes, "Brian, run!" So I ran out of there, and I look back, and there's my dad, and he's wrestling this beast, and it's terrible, and I look at it, and it was a Hodag. I'm sure of it. I miss my dad.
Well, I worked in Wausau today, and I said, we're going to Rhinelander, and what is there in Rhinelander that we can do? And they said, be careful of the Hodags. And I said, what is that? Is that like the Tasmanian devil? Because when I was in Tasmania, I didn't see any. They said, just be careful of the Hodags. And I thought, did you say hot dog? Because I was very hungry and I wasn't sure. They said, no, you don't want to get near them.
I was walking home from band camp, and all of a sudden, I felt this rush of breeze, and I saw a flash of green. And I looked, but no one was there. And I thought it was a Hodag.
So, what got you to come out here and do this today?
Well, I've been BSing stories all my life, and I saw the article in the paper about it. I thought, you know, this is something we've been telling stories about for years and years.
Have you ever seen a Hodag?
Well, I have. I was out in the woods one day, actually tracking a raccoon that went into the hen house. Now, this is all true.
Yeah, how do you feel like it went today, guys?
I think it was great. What a fun experience. Just reflective of Rhinelander.
The story about my Hodag went off without a hitch. I don't think I stuttered too much, but a little nervous in front of the camera, but otherwise I think it went pretty well.
Do you really want to be in this commercial?
I would love to be in this commercial. I think it would be a blast, as part of the Rhinelander community myself. I think it would be great to, just explore the options that the Hodag has to offer.
In the Rhinelander area, you'll find the perfect blend of pristine wilderness and big city amenities, and you might even find a Hodag.
This logging museum here in Rhinelander brings back memories of my lumberjack days in the woods. Hodags were always hiding our chainsaws and our lunches. But there's Hodags here in town, too. Why, this morning someone took my eyeglasses. I think it was a Hodag.
The Rhinelander area is Hodag country. For more Hodag sightings, visit hodagsightings.com.
We've been cross-country skiing on the Washburn Lake trails outside of Rhinelander when all of a sudden, something big crossed the trail. It's not unusual to see animals around here, but this was completely different. It was green. I think it was a Hodag.
Bob and I were golfing right here in Rhinelander. I remember I'd made this really awesome drive towards the woods. It landed right on the green. I looked away for just a second and poof, it disappeared. I think it was the Hodag.
My family and I were canoeing all day yesterday on Lake Thompson. This morning, when we woke up, we found out something had gone through our food and ate half our donuts. We think it was a Hodag.
I was in downtown Rhinelander where folks were enjoying shopping. I just got finished singing Sweet Adeline with my barbershop quartet when I looked over and Tom was gone. A big green thing was singing Tom's part. I think it was a Hodag.
It was right here. After a great day of riding the beautiful trails in Rhinelander, we saw it, footsteps along the trail. Whatever made those footsteps, it was huge. I think it was the Hodag.
Ann and I finally found the perfect spot in Rhinelander to watch birds, and beautiful birds they are. But in the back, we heard some rustling, and when we turned, we thought we saw something going into the woods. But you know, I think it was a Hodag.
We got back to camp late after a long day fishing Lake George. We decided to clean the fish in the morning, so we hung the stringer on the dock. The next morning, when I went to get the fish, something had eaten them. Even the heads were gone. I think it was a Hodag.
We were at a resort in Rhinelander singing karaoke. I do my usual feelings when I notice him standing on the bar clapping. I sort of blinked, he was gone. But he really liked my song. I think it was a Hodag.
The Rhinelander area is Hodag country. For more Hodag sightings, visit hodagsightings.com.
Every component of the campaign sends people to hodagsightings.com. This website serves as the internet layer of the Hodag and conjures the same spirit of mystery embodied in creatures like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. Visitors to hodagsightings.com can enter contests, view photos, play games, read and post fun facts, submit videos and photos, and watch and rate video sightings, commercials, and research reports by our very own C.D. Godot. Visitors can even check out the Hodag's MySpace page. HodagSightings.com invites the visitor to join in the fun of the Hodag legend and to visit Hodag country to see for themselves.
The research for the Hodag is taken several directions. One is looking for direct evidence, and the other is looking at things like what people say. We call those rumors, but in reality, they could be like stories of old about the Hodag, and we're trying to look at as many stories as we can from people who have had their uncles and aunts and their grandparents who have told stories over the years about this seemingly fictitious creature that we believe is still around. It really is. So we're looking first at the stories, and then we're looking at evidence. We have factual evidence we have uncovered from the forests, and particularly along the shorelines of some of our beaches, because that tells a story of eons. And it will tell us true that the Hodag has not just been around for a few hundred years. It may even go back further.